So let's begin today by looking at the value of interior angles. And if we were to take each of these corners of our triangle and put them together like so, we would find that they add up to 180. So if we know two of our angles, we can work out the third by finding the difference and adding them to 180. Let's recap naming triangles. So on your notes, you've got a table with the title Equilateral Triangle. You need to write a description. So for this one, the description is that all the lengths are equal. Okay, and so we call that an equilateral triangle. And then I want you to use a ruler and draw this triangle. Now the other thing with equilateral triangles is that all of the angles are the same. So in equilateral triangles, all angles are 60 degrees. So if all three lengths are the same, all three angles are the same. Now our second triangle is what we call our isosceles triangle. And I put a person here because it's like your legs. Your legs are two equal length, but the distance between your feet are different. So with an isosceles triangle, two sides are the same, but one length is different. Now if we look at this, 1, 2, 3 don't look the same. Like all three angles don't really look the same, and that's true. A and A at the bottom, so the two bottom angles between the shortest length, they are equal, but we can't say what they equal because we don't know what this top value equals, and it can change. So it's very dependent. And the last triangle we're going to name based on their length is what we call a scalene, and that's when all three are different lengths. And we don't know, there's no other properties about that we can't determine angles unless we know two of the other ones. There's no rules there. So let's do a couple of namings. So the first thing we're going to do is name the angle, which is a right angle. So we've got a right angle here. So we're going to include that. And the sides are scalene because none of them are equal. So we call this triangle a right-angled scalene triangle. Now, if you want to pause this and go and do it, start by naming the angles. So 1, 2, 3 angles are all acute. So we say the angles are acute. The lengths or the sides are all equal, so it's an equilateral. So it's an acute angled equilateral triangle. And lucky last, again, well, we've got 1, 2 acute angles, but we have an obtuse angle here. So we call this an obtuse triangle. The sides are all scalene, they're all different. So we call this obtuse angled scalene triangle. And our very last point is exterior angle. So we're talking about on the outside of our angle here. See how we've got a straight line? So these two would add up to 180. But if we didn't know C, we can actually work out what D equals, because D is A plus B. So the sum of opposite angles equals D.
Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, if you have any questions, please make sure you ask. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next lesson. Thanks, guys.